Scottie Pippen was one of the greatest players in the 90s. In fact, he's one of my favorite players. I even wanted to get a mini afro like Scottie Pippen. And of course, he had the best player of all time as his teammate, Michael Jordan. Now, when Michael Jordan retired in the early 90s to go play baseball, Scottie Pippen still took the Chicago Bulls deep into the playoffs. But unfortunately, he wasn't able to win the NBA title. When Michael Jordan came back, they won 3 more championships. And when you look at the chemistry that Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan had on the court, man, it seemed like they were like best friends. But of course, we found out that Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen, well, really are not that close at all. Let's check this out.
I don't know that people think about you having your own aspirations. I think that people are married to the idea that you're Scottie Pippen's wife.
Yeah.
You're the mother of Scottie Pippen's kids. How dare you disrupt that and be anything else? And now you have a life. How dare you have a life?
Yeah.
So what about the promises that were made in terms of what you were going to become in the relationship that maybe never happened?
I feel like in the beginning, like when Scottie and I first got together, like I had just signed to ICM in LA. I was going to pursue like an acting career. I just finished, I had gotten a political science degree. I was either going to go to law school. I was going to try acting, try different things. And he didn't want me to do anything. He was kind of like, no, I can't take it. You have to come to my games. You have to be at my practices. And I wanted to be there for him. Like I loved him. I love him, So I was there to support him and do whatever I had to do for him. But then at some point, like the scale changed. The scale started to shift a little bit. And I was like, hey, you're retired. By the way, I want to start a jewelry line. By the way, I want to do this. By the way, I want to do some things that I'm interested in doing. And it wasn't reciprocated in the same way. And I don't talk bad about him. It's not like people make decisions based on like where they are too. He probably felt like he wanted me to be the same person I was at 22. I just wasn't, and I couldn't change it.
So rewind, Nemo. So now we see the issue here. Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen have kind of put out to the world in their respective books and documentaries what their real relationship is. Scottie Pippen believes that Michael Jordan is selfish, and Michael Jordan doesn't really care for Scottie Pippen. That's the framework of today's conversation. Now, let's take the fact that Scottie Pippen was married to Larsa Pippen. And of course, when asked on Fox Soul about the things that Scottie promised her, well, what happened? Let's play that.
You come out swinging in this book, and right off the top, you have a lot of criticism about The Last Dance.
I thought it was a great documentary. I felt like the documentary only told a story that sort of glorified him as a player and not glorified us as a team.
You call Michael Jordan selfish in the first chapter. Why is that?
I mean, he was a great scorer, but a lot of things that he did was based on him as an individual. And I think basketball is a team game.
Watching you and Michael on the court, it looked like 2 best friends out there just crushing everybody. What was your relationship like off the court?
It wasn't what you saw on the court. We always will have that respect for each other, but our friendship is not where people see it on TV think it is.
Do you think that Michael Jordan would be as successful without you?
No, but I don't think I would be successful without him. I think we both complemented each other in a lot of different ways.
So what we have here is some disgruntled people in relationships. You have the relationship between Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen soured, although successful, and Larsa Pippen and Scottie Pippen soured because she felt like she changed as a woman, and he didn't do all the things that she wanted her to do, or she wanted to do for herself. So obviously, relationships can end. What's not explained is this new relationship between Larsa Pippen and Marcus Jordan. Can I get a da-da-da sound effect? Marcus Jordan is Michael Jordan's 32-year-old untalented son. He can't play basketball for a lick. And because of that, he is actually the Trophy Room founder and CEO, which typically sells, all of Michael Jordan's shoes, jerseys, things like that. That's what he does now because he can't do anything else. But be it as it may, guess who's dating Marcus Jordan? Drum roll, please! Larsa Pippen. Now, if you can remember, they've been hanging out the whole time. But Larsa Pippen even admitted that, Marcus Jordan and other guys like him, other NBA players, even people like Future, they're not really serious. They don't really want to, really be with her. All of those guys together are not who Scottie Pippen was. And that's interesting because she said Scottie didn't want her to become who she is, an entrepreneur, owning a jewelry line. So she's admitting that Scottie Pippen is the best man she's ever had, and that all these other guys cannot come close to Scottie Pippen. But now look at the pettiness here in this photo. See, they have just went Instagram official. Larsa Pippen at 48 and Marcus Jordan at 32 take this photo behind who? Michael Jordan's jersey. And what does she say? Checks over stripes. Trophy room store. Now, for most people, that doesn't seem like anything, but it is a dig. It's a dig at Scottie. She knows how Larsa Pippen or how Scottie feels about Michael Jordan. And possibly late at night when he was having frustrations, he was telling her. So she's known that for a long time. Now, Scottie Pippen has never come out and trashed her. Scottie Pippen has never come out and said anything negative about her. But you see what she's doing now, because she can't get with Scottie again, is taking a dig at Scottie, basically at his manhood. You'll never be who Michael Jordan was. And in fact, I'm sleeping with a son who is not you. Now, that's the dig. But I want to tell you something that's even important. Scottie Pippen's failure to respond to her emotional tactics is what really makes him a man. And that's the whole point of this video. See, what I've noticed is a lot of men, especially successful black men, you're gonna have to learn how to become a man even when she doesn't want to be a woman. And what she's doing right now, she'll try to make it seem like, sad music, oh my God, no, I'm not taking a dig at anybody. What are you talking about? But you are. You are taking a dig at Scottie Pippen. And it's obvious. But Scottie Pippen knows that she's no good. She's not worth a response. So he's not even gonna acknowledge her or Marcus Jordan. So no matter what she tries, he won't acknowledge her. And let me tell you, that's the best way to be. And a lot of brothers go through that with your baby mama, ex-girlfriends, people trying to get you off your block. And that's okay. They can do whatever they want to do, as long as they're not successful, because everybody don't deserve your time. And as a man, that's how you know you're growing into manhood, because Scottie has his own women. He has access. He's still doing very well. The last thing that Scottie is really caring about is Larsa Pippen. Want to know why? Because Larsa Pippen doesn't have any value for anybody that she's with. Larsa Pippen is a perpetual problem. Anywhere she goes, she's gonna ruin either herself in the relationship or the man in the relationship. We know it. Everybody knows it. And because of that, he don't give her no response. What's the use of keeping somebody who don't want to be kept? And that's the real thing about men. We gotta learn how to not give responses to women who really don't deserve them. If they want to embarrass themselves, go ahead and do what you gotta do. But no, I'm not gonna jump on here and get on my Twitter and start commenting towards you, or I'm not gonna get on my Instagram and make a post about you. You're simply just not worth the effort. And that's what you see with Scottie Pippen. And that's why it can't affect him. He is completely silent on the issue. He's going to stay silent on the issue. And even if he felt some kind of way and said something about it, he would look like he's hating on women or woman bashing or whatever. So he's smart enough to not even say anything about it at all, or even to be hurt. If he is hurt, he won't talk about it. He'll just continue on with his life, leaving her the hell alone, which is what he should be doing. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. We're out.